Coming to you live from the On Access studios in beautiful downtown Torrance, it's the Quarantine Comedy Show with special guest Ashley Shapiro, musical guest Victor Plikov, and weekly news updates with Renee Piercy. And now, the host of the Quarantine Comedy Show, Tom Kearney.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm Tom Kearney, and welcome back to the Quarantine Comedy Show. Wow, okay, so we just had another week. Yeah. We had the vice presidential debates. That happened. I missed it. I had this thing I had to do. But, man, I wish I was a fly on the skull of Mike Pence for that one. That would have been great. It was like, wow, this is nice. Am I on TV? Hi, Mom. Wow, this is great. Ooh, wow, look at that. Look at this guy's eyeball. That looks like something I could really get into. The fly was the biggest news of the week. Seriously, an insect with a life expectancy of 2 days. It's incredible what we think of as news in this country. Really. It's like Kim Kardashian was just seen all up in the club sporting spandex. Maybe she knows something we don't. Really? Kim Kardashian? Really? So this just in, it appears that the president just had a massive bowel movement this morning. With more information, we go to Phil Perkins. Phil, what do you have for us? Well, that's right, Jim. It appears that the president had a massive bowel movement this morning, which can only be described as tapered at the end, which is good news for the White House, meaning that last time his butthole slammed shut. The president just wants to be front and center of all the news, no matter what, right? I mean, he can have one foot in the grave and another foot on a banana peel. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. I was trying to figure out who this guy reminds me of. He reminds me of somebody that I grew up with, and then it hit me. It was Todd Milwaukee in high school. Todd Milwaukee. Yeah. Todd was like, "Hey, Kearney, what are you doing? Are you coming to the kegger? Are you coming? It's going to be huge. I got 6 kegs. It's going to be fantastic. It's a bit of a rally, really, for the football team. You know, I was supposed to be on the team, but, I had that doctor's note about my bone spur. Otherwise, I would have dominated the league. You know that, Curdy. I would have dominated. Anyway, are you coming or what? No, I'm sorry, Todd. Look, it's Tracy's birthday, and so we're going to just kind of hang out with her. Oh, really? Are you kidding me? That skank? She's a dirty, filthy animal, Tom. Seriously, she's a monster. Why don't you come over to the kegger? It's going to be awesome. Tons of girls, man. You can totally grab them by the pussy and totally get away with it. Todd. What a tool. Yeah, I remember. Look, high school was great. High school was amazing. Do you remember that movie, Dazed and Confused? That was my high school. That was Petaluma in the early 80s. It really was. It was great. We had this guy that used to hang out with us, and his name was Merle, right? And so he'd come to the parties with us, and he'd be with the girls. He'd grab a beer, and he'd open it up, and then he'd just put it down. He'd talk to the girls, and then he'd go walk over here, and he'd go, "Yeah, all right," and he'd grab another beer, and then he'd just like put it down, And then finally, I'm like, "Merle, what the hell, man? Finish your beer, Merle. Seriously." And then it was kind of like a thing, It was like, "Oh, come on, man, don't be a Merle. Finish your beer." And they'd be like, "Oh, look, Craig split, and he left his beer. He totally Merled it, huh? Totally Merled it." It was like, Merle became like a celebrity, It was pretty cool. Craig and I went to this party in the next county over. It was Marin County. It was like this party. We didn't really know anybody. There was cute girls there, so of course we were there. I heard this ruckus in the next room over, right? And this guy was like totally yelling at this dude. He was going, "Come on, man! Don't be a Merle! Finish your beer, man!" And then Craig and I just looked at each other and we were like, "Holy shit!" It's like we were like the original influencers, right? Of course, we didn't have a TikTok subscription and a camera phone. You know, it was a little more complicated back then, but it was cool. But I remember this one time, Merle was with us, and we're trying to get to this party, and it was getting dark and stuff. So I had this old 1972 Plymouth Duster, right? And the lights didn't work. The tail lights didn't work. So I put flashlights in the tail lights there, and I duct taped them. I duct taped them up there, and I took Merle and I stuck him in the trunk, right? And then I'd be like, "Right turn, Merle," and he goes, "Got it." And then so we got to the party, right? And I popped open the trunk, and Merle was out. He I don't know. There was some kind of an exhaust leak or something in there. I don't know. But we revised him. We were like, "Hey, Merle, wake up, Merle. Wait, hey, there he is. Hey, we thought we lost you, little buddy. Hey, we're there. We're there. Okay, why don't you go in the party, Merle? All the girls are waiting for you. There you go, buddy. All right. Whoa, you're a little wobbly there, Merle. All right, buddy. All right, just go have some fun, okay? All right, buddy. Hey, Merle, wrong house, Merle. The other one. There you go, Merle. All right, there you go. High school was amazing. All right, folks, we have a great show for you today. Ashley Shapiro is going to be here, a very funny lady out of Hollywood, and musical guest Victor Plikov. But before we get started, here's our weekly news roundup with our very own Renee Percy. Renee, what the heck is going on out there?
Well, you guys, it has been, a bit of a slow news week. But not to worry, I've rustled some stuff up for you, so let's get right into it. I'm Renee Percy, and welcome to another episode of... By now, we all know that President Trump has tested positive for the coronavirus, but what you might not know, this just in, it turns out he also tested positive for irony. Trump has repeatedly said that children are immune to the virus. Unfortunately, he found out that acting like one doesn't count. Authorities say Trump is being treated by a top medical expert, the My Pillow guy. He's in good hands. The First Lady, Melania Trump, has also tested positive for the virus, and it couldn't come at a worse time. She had to cancel all her engagement. This week, Melania was caught on tape delivering a profanity-laced rant about having to put up Christmas decorations and mocking migrant children separated from their parents. Ebenezer Scrooge was quoted as saying, "Damn!" The Commission on Presidential Debates is considering making changes to the remaining debates between Trump and Biden. Among the possibilities, a mute button and duct tape. A British zoo was forced to separate 5 parrots for excessive swearing. Zookeepers say they were just preparing for the next debate. In strange news, police in Regina, Canada are on the lookout for 3 shoplifters who stole thousands of dollars worth of Crest white strips. On the bright side, at least when they get caught, they'll look great in their mugshots. Ireland's Supreme Court has ruled that Subway sandwiches are too sugary to meet the legal definition of bread and is basically cake, which explains why my family would sing happy birthday around a meatball sub. Sidebar. If courts can make rulings on recipes, I'd like to bring up that Chili's Death by Chocolate did not work on my ex. I'm Renee Percy. Thanks so much for watching. Join me next week for another episode of...
That's our weekly news roundup with Renee Percy. All right, folks, coming up next, a very funny comic out of Hollywood. Put your hands together for Ashley Shapiro.
Welcome to 2020. It is the horror story that never ends. No, there's definitely some good things. Like, it's October and, we still don't have any sort of stimulus help for people, but, things are great. What's going on in my life? Well, it's October, and that means pumpkin spice and pumpkin pies and trick-or-treating canceled. For those of us who have children like under 10, this is a big deal. These children like to dress up. And now that means we have to play the parts. We have to pass out candy in our homes, in our backyards. This is a lot of work. I didn't sign up for all of this. I mean, honestly, I've already been a preschool teacher, PE teacher for a 3-year-old, sing teacher. I've been doing film studies. I've been doing way too much work. Thank you to the weed gods. Can I get an amen? So something that happened to me recently, I have to share with you. A friend of mine, a good friend of mine, she gave me a call and she said, "Hey, Ashley, do you guys want to go pear picking tomorrow?" Such a sweet offer, right? But not to a Black woman. I had to let her know that we don't pick anything. We don't pick fruit. We don't pick pears. We don't pick pumpkins. I was like, my ancestors have done enough picking. Okay? I was like, but you could just set some on the side for me. Now, we do place things, but I'm not picking, if you know what I mean. I know. I'm a mess. Let's talk about something else since we're going to start shopping and doing all these things now that the stores are open and the grocery stores, and one of my favorites, home goods. Does anyone face this problem? Like when you get to the cash register with all of your belongings, you're excited, you got through the line, you're ready to go home. The cashier's ringing up your items, you're excited, you get to take things home. And then, I don't know, something appears that they're just like so confused by, that they're like, "Hey, do you want a bag for this?" I'm like, do I look like the Hulk? Like, of course, like, who wouldn't want a bag for this? And why are you putting me on the spot with all these people in line? Are you making me out to be the bad guy if I do want a bag? Like, I don't want to carry all of this. This is too much pressure. I came here to get a break. Of course, if everything else was in a bag, this should be in a bag. All right, before I get out of here, you guys, porn. I want you guys to think about this. Like, does it matter if you and your partner have different preferences in porn? Because, see, I'm picky and my husband isn't. We'll talk about that next time. All right, I'm Ashley Shapiro. Thanks for supporting the show. Thank you, Tom. And remember, support comedians, because you don't want to see us on OnlyFans.
Yes! Ashley Shapiro, ladies and gentlemen. Nice work, Ashley. Very funny. All right, folks, coming up next, a great musician, really funny guy. He's also a stand-up comic, but he's written this song. I think you're going to enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Victor Plikov.
Many Americans don't want to wear a mask because they're thinking it's so hard to breathe, and Mommy, I don't want to wear one because it's uncomfortable. I get it. That's why I wrote this song just for you. Here we go. I see some people prepare for the zombie apocalypse. They stock up on guns and lots of bullets. And now that a pandemic is actually happening, they think that that is fake news and wearing a mask is naive. Well, guess what, kids? N95 masks can save lives. They prevent you from catching and spreading the virus. That's why doctors and nurses are using them in hospitals filled with infected patients. The sooner we all wear them, the sooner we can see we can bounce back from this mess and restore our economy. And many complain that it is too hard to breathe. My grandma wears one all the time, so bish, please. N95 masks can save lives. They prevent you from catching and spreading the virus. That's why doctors and nurses are using them in hospitals filled with infected patients. Wear a mask.
Yes, Victor Plikov, ladies and gentlemen. Nice work. Okay, folks, well, that is our show for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you dug it. If you did, subscribe to this channel. I mean it. Do it right now. Do it today because you do not want to miss a moment of what's coming up next. And if you liked it, give it a like. Smash it. Share it with a friend. Tell the world about the Quarantine Comedy Show because we are here for you good people to help you through all this madness. All right, folks. Be well. Stay cool. And always keep laughing. For the Quarantine Comedy Show, I'm Tom Kearney. We'll see you next week.
Coming to you live from the On Access Studios in beautiful downtown Torrance, it's the Quarantine Comedy Show.
I'm rich!